Yeah, hello Netflix, you wanted to hear from me. What do you want to talk about? You want to know how many female-led movies and TV shows I watch? None. What's that? You're sending the van round. You have a new van with a siren on. And what happens when you get here? You throw me in the back and you throw me in a ditch. But why? Because I don't watch female-led content. Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here, and you are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Sit down right here next to me. No touching. I don't like the touching. Right, very important video. I saw this great talk on GMB, Good Morning Britain, which is a morning television magazine programme over in the UK. Most of you probably have heard of it. Some of you probably haven't. Normally, they don't talk about anything that I really care about, but today they were asking the question, is it okay not to be a feminist? My answer to that is it's absolutely okay. When people say to me, are you a feminist? I say, no, I'm a humanist. I care about the world I live in. I care about lots of things. I care about animals. Look, there's so many problems in this world, and I care about all of them, including women. But they're not my number one priority. I want women to be paid equally. I want men not to pinch women's bums. I want men not to make women feel uncomfortable. And actually, let's talk about this. You know, imagine me down a nightclub. I remember going to my first nightclub at about 16, 17. And I've always been the same way with the opposite sex. And just in case you're wondering, I'm straight. I'm attracted to women. Just in case. I mean, I've dabbled, but I'm basically straight, right? But basically, right, I was always very shy around women. And so the term chatting up, I hate it, but I never used to approach a beautiful woman because I was attracted to her. Hey, how's it going? It's always kind of been, I see a woman I'm attracted to, I smile at her, I look away, I get about my business, and if she wants to come over, she can. Because I've always been at the mindset that I don't want to pressure someone or go, because I think most people, and guys and girls are the same, when they fancy someone, kind of expect that person to fancy them back. And if they don't, it becomes a problem. And for me, I've never been like that. Of course, it hurts when someone doesn't respond to the attraction you have for them, but that's not their problem. That's your problem. You have to get on with it. Look at this mug. You know, not everyone's going to find it attractive. So this is why I've never approached women. I've always kind of let them do the work. And a lot of women say, oh, I don't like this. Men, some girls do say this. Oh, men should be men and approach the women and buy the woman a drug. I don't do that. If I fancy you, I'll smile at you. So I'll kind of let you know that I think, but like just visually, just smiling at you, not staring at you. Just basically smiling and looking away. And if you want to come and talk to me, you can. So if you see me in Iron Napa, because I'm in Iron Napa every night clubbing it, different clubs and bars. I'm very well known over there because of the reality show that I won over here in Cyprus, in Iron Napa. People always buy me drinks and stuff. It's great. I love it. But so if I'm attracted to someone, they come over to me and we chat. And, one thing can lead to another. And that's great. I let the female lead the situation. I never lead the situation, so there can be no accusation of harassment. There can be no accusation of making a female feel uncomfortable. So they're leading it. They don't want to lead it. Then nothing happens between them. Because, being in the TV business out here in Cyprus, and it's interesting. I mean, because when I've seen other men being accused of sexual harassment, and I'll give you an example. I was accused by one actress over here of sexual harassment. And I know the video is called, Is It Okay Not to Be a Feminist? But this is all about it. Bear with me. So basically, she was a beautiful young performer, great actress. She was so important to the drama I was developing. And she had an attraction to me. I had a girlfriend. I said no. The next thing I knew, I was accused of forcing myself on her in the canteen. And so the local media were all on it. I was accused of a predator, a sexual harasser. It was quite a few years ago now, and it was a big problem for me. But what that young lady didn't actually know, that we had CCTV in the canteen area, and I was nowhere near her at the time she accused me of. So all I knew it, I had the video feed. But what I did something, if you may think is a bit immoral, but I knew I could prove my innocence just like that. But I allowed the media to go off on me for a week. I came out, I said the usual stuff. She's a great girl. I haven't done this, but I wanted to drag this out for a week. You're asking why? Because when I did prove my innocence, I wanted to hit her as hard as possible with this situation. So a week came out. I gave my lawyers the CCTV. Timestamp wasn't there. My girlfriend, I made sure my partner saw this straight away. I wanted her to know, because obviously she's going to not believe me. Why should she believe me? Anyone's capable of anything. So anyway, she knew I was innocent. So I played this for about a week because I wanted to hit home. I wanted to make it absolutely clear that anyone who falsely accuses a man or a woman or anyone of anything, there is zero tolerance with me as someone who's an executive within the TV network, someone who's developing dramas, English-speaking dramas here in Cyprus, and I won't stand for it. And I also won't stand for other men or other women being falsely accused of anything. So when the evidence came out, the media absolutely crucified her. And in the end, I felt sorry for her. I felt badly, but she needed to know what she did, because we have to be clear here. Women have a power. If a woman accuses you of something, it's going to stick. You always believe the woman, because women are perceived to be all victims. Even though a quarter of women are paedophiles and murderers, society doesn't look at them like that. When they tell their children and warn their children about paedophiles, they talk about men in long overcoats, right? Men on the internet. They never mention women. They never mention women. So women, in a way, have got it made in that aspect. So men are being demonized all the time. So I did that to send a direct message, right? Now, there are a lot of women being raped, being sexually harassed, and that behavior is intolerant to me. I will not tolerate it where I work, or I won't tolerate other men doing it to women. Absolutely not. And there was a time when my own friend was hitting his girlfriend in their own home, and she came to me and I helped her. I betrayed my friend for her because I didn't believe in what he was doing, and I got him the help that he needed, because he definitely needed help. I didn't know he was doing this. So don't think for any moment that I tolerate harassment or abuse. But there is a big problem in society today, and it's the demonization of men, and especially white men. What do you call me? A white man? I'm tan complexion, Greek Cypriot, born and bred in England. I don't know what you would call me. Make your mind up. I don't care. But there is a demonization, especially now, of white men since that twat Trump came in, and Brexit and all of that. And it's being led, really, by the entertainment industry. We saw the Batwoman trailer, and, again, demonizing men. And it's so classless. I won't put up with it in my writing, and creators that work with me, with actors who work with me. Judge people individually, not what's between their legs. That's how I live my life. So we got this situation now, and it's very serious. As I say, the demonization of men is happening a lot on television, in the media, in film. We hear actresses all the time, female actors coming at men and making big comments about the whole gender of men, because you've met every single one of them, haven't you? And of course, I find this personally offensive. So let's go back to the feminism thing, because after all, that's the title of the video. Is it okay not to be a feminist? What is a feminist? When I think of feminism, I think about the icons of what, 60, 70 years ago, or whatever year this happened, when women went out there in a time where women were treated hideously. We're not just talking about not getting equal pay and things like that. They weren't even allowed to vote. And then one woman went out there, created momentum, created a situation, and in the end got the right. So these feminists actually sacrificed their own lives to get rights for women, not equal rights, any rights, right? and it was bravery, and it's something I absolutely look up to. So that's real feminism. That's when you hear the word feminist. But now it's been the meaning of the word feminist now has been it's been gutted and spliced, because people see feminism. I think the people who don't call themselves feminists see it as an offensive word and see these people as troublemakers. So what we've got today, we've got fourth wave feminists, I think that's what they're called, and you've got general feminists, right? You've even got male feminists. As I said, I'm not a feminist, I'm a humanist. I care about the world I live in. I care about human beings. I care about animals. I care about the environment. These are issues I'm passionate about. These are things I go and talk to people in these fields about, and try and kind of donate money and fundraise and just try and educate people. Things like educating people towards the LGBT community, helping young people not being bullied. Male depression is something I'm very passionate about, male mental health, to try and reduce the amount of young men killing themselves. So I'm a humanist. I care about everyone, and that's not bullshit. I absolutely mean it. Look at my eyes. I mean it. This isn't a bullshit Hollywood celeb. But now Hollywood has, and the entertainment industry as a whole, has gone mad. White men, hey men. How many times are you on Twitter? Hey, oh man. Putting us all in the same box. All of a sudden, we're being demonized. All of a sudden, we are public enemy number one. It's become a war. It's become a war on men. And the media are leading this war. And they call themselves feminists, whether they're female or male. But really, they're not feminists. They're toxic people. They're not feminists. And this is the problem. You see, maybe I'd be happy to call myself a feminist if it wasn't for these people in the entertainment industry who have decided to, and here's another problem now. I was making a joke on the phone earlier about Netflix and the female leads. I'm seeing it on Netflix now that female leads are dominating their content. It's very rare now to see male leads, apart from in their foreign language stuff or stuff that's made by other people that they pay for, that they call Netflix originals. They're the different Netflix originals. They're not the Netflix originals they make. So it's fashionable now. We've seen Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She's involved with a couple of female-led projects as well, and she's leading the way. She's going to help write the new Bond movie. That's a bit worrying as well if you're a Bond fan. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with equal rights, equal pay. We're all for that. And we know that women in the history of our human race have been treated disgustingly. That's not the point here. People are using the word feminist and putting it on their profiles, right? Putting it on their profiles, but they're doing it to demonize men. They have decided feminist should mean hatred for men. So it's a war on us wherever you go. Social media, film and TV. This is why I watch very little TV now. I watch what I want to watch. Don't get me wrong. As you know, I have the knowledge of lots of stuff out there. But there's stuff I just can't watch. The CW's Arrowverse, I had to stop watching it. Because the hatred towards men, the passive aggression, the way they kind of were developing their female characters, I couldn't watch it anymore. It wasn't the first two seasons of Arrow and The Flash where we had great female characters, great male characters together. And it was great. Something else was going on, and I sniffed what Berlanti was doing all along. So slowly, it became very passive-aggressive, and there was more female screen time than male screen time. And considering that The Flash and Arrow are male-led shows, how can I watch it? How can I watch it? And the messages, the passive-aggressive messages they're putting forward. It's okay not to be a feminist. It doesn't mean I don't care about female rights and females being treated fairly. It means that I've had enough. I've had enough being told that men who ask women to smile are some kind of harasser. Men who hold a door open for a woman are some kind of harasser and are dulling a woman's sparkle. Are these the issues you really want to be fighting these days? You want to call yourself a feminist? Go out to the third world and save the girls and the women having their genitals sliced. You wanna champion feminism? Help people who need your help. Women who can't get a job, can't find a place to live, who are living in council estates, bringing up children. And it doesn't matter how they became pregnant or anything like that. They are bringing up, they're single parents, bringing up children on their own. Go and help them. Give them some food. Give them some money. Don't look down on them. But it's not about that. Hollywood and the entertainment industry is, we're going to represent women, strong women. But what's a strong woman? Is it the young girl on the council estate bringing up a child on her own and doing a full-time job? They're the women I call strong women, by the way. No, Hollywood and the entertainment industry call this woman I'm a strong woman, and I can do what I want. I can wear a bikini and wave my ass in your face, and you shouldn't even react. You should be able to control yourself. And here's another thing. Men can't control themselves. We try our best, but the female form is something that we find very attractive instinctively. It's within our biology. And I mean, obviously, there are some people with some very disturbed mental health issues who can't control themselves. Now, I can control myself, but I can't stop the reaction within my body and, the attraction inside of me towards a beautiful woman. But I can control myself to act properly. That's right, you should. But women must understand the power they have towards not just men, to other women who are attracted to women as well. That's never discussed, is it? That's never discussed about other gay women who act improperly to other women. It's all kind of targeted towards men. So there's a problem out there. There's a big problem. And as I said on the top of the video, we are being demonized, and it's not fair. And the truth is, most women get it. Most women are lovely. Most women don't hate men, but there's always that 10% who stir people up and create a narrative. And that narrative are these passive-aggressive female actors on Twitter all the time, going in on men. And there's no logic to it. You've never met me. How do you know I'm a toxic sexist, right? Maybe I am. But the truth of the matter is, at home, I might have certain attitudes you don't know about women. Maybe. Maybe I say things I shouldn't. But the truth is, you're never going to know. Maybe when I'm at home, I watch porn and I get off on beautiful women having sex with other women. So what? You can't do nothing to stop? You can't do nothing to stop me doing that. I want to watch that. I want to see beautiful women. That's why I'm on Instagram. I love seeing beautiful women in bikinis. There's nothing you can do to stop that. You are not going to change who I am and what I am. I love beautiful women. Admiring beautiful women, as long as you don't go up to them directly and make them feel intimidated and unsafe in their own environment, it's fine. It's fine to look at pictures of beautiful women, right? And admire their form. Nothing wrong with that. And if you call that toxicity, that's your problem, not mine. So I'm going to carry on being a bloke. Yes, I'm a male. That is my gender. Yes, I do have a gender. I'm a male. I'm proud of being a male. I'm going to carry on being attracted to women. When I'm on my own at night, I might even, have a few fantasies. Again, you can't. That's the beautiful thing about it, isn't it? When I'm at home on my own and the girlfriend's out, I can have my fantasies about other women I want to have sex with. And I've got a vivid imagination. And there's nothing any of you can do to stop me, because that's what being part of a free world and a democracy and all of that is all about. Oh, yes, I love women. I also respect them. I admire them. But I don't look at people, women, men, black people, white people, LGBT people, as a box, as a group of people. I take you individually. If I like you, it's not because I never judge you on what box you're in. I judge you because of who you are and what you represent as a person. Please smash the like button if you like this video. Share and subscribe. And I shall see you again on the next video. I hope they don't take this down because I really enjoyed doing this.